What's up, y'all? We are going live right now. We are taking this conversation that we were having on IG over to YouTube. So I'm going to remember to share that. How you doing, grown folks? Perspective. My other peoples will be joining me soon. So that will be fun. So we got Davin. Bam. Sent Davin the invite. Hey, Primo. Sending him the invite. It is clearer here. That's good. That's good. And we got E. I'm sending you the invite. Bam. Check your Twitter. Looking crispy. I think it's the background, but it's cool. I'll take it. Now we get to do the comments and make it look official. Got some people watching and joining. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? All right. Maybe you'll join us one evening. Do it. Do it. Grown folks' perspectives, tuning in. I have tech issues. Verizon will be out in the morning. That's what's up. Yes, we're definitely going to keep the mental health thing going. We got B. What's good, man? What up? What's good with you? Are you muted right now?
Oh no. Yep, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What are you using for camera?
Just my phone. Did you want me to go grab my laptop or something?
No, you good. You're just gonna have a little screen.
I do got this little baby. That's all right. Everybody don't need to see how junky my crib is. No way. Then I gotta go get my office and all that kind of stuff. And
you don't want to do that?
I don't want to do all that. It's all bad enough they see me in shorts. They probably don't want to see all that.
Like that. That's how you work during the day, right?
But man, hey, one time they told me, my manager say, "Hey, turn your camera on." I said, "You for real?" Because it was a group of us. He was like, "All right." I said, "Bro, let me go put some shorts on." I was in my drawers chilling. I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know we was going visible." I had on a terrible shirt. I said, "Yeah, give me a couple of minutes." So yeah, sometimes.
B, you talk about the book. I'm gonna hold it up.
Okay. Yeah. So you can see I got the sweatshirt, but the book picture you have is a little better. So that was a journey. That was my mental health journey. Right. And so I started that in 2020. For years, I'd said I was going to write a book, and I write poetry. So poetry for me was an outlet, right? It was a way for me to work through the things that were going on inside of me and to give myself a voice. So that's why it says when words wouldn't form, because I didn't always know how to express myself and talk about the things that was inside of me. But I could always write about it. Like even today, like when things are really difficult, I can write about it, but I can't always put them into words yet, because sometimes it takes me a little while to process it. So, it's a form of journaling for me, and it helped, really get a lot of stuff out of there. And so I took that and then put it in a form to help other people too, right? And so I really wanted to help other people, like to tear down those emotional walls, because we build up walls, right? Like to learn how to survive in society. But behind those walls, we have so many things trapped, right? Our how we really feel about ourselves. Like the real us is behind these walls. So being able to allow people to get those walls down, accept themselves, and just love who they are, man, and just, be able to handle some of the difficult things they went through in life. That's what made me do the book.
Hey, B, you got to plug where they can get the book at. They're
asking. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
If you got it on Amazon or wherever.
Yeah, it's on my website. Words One Forum. Yeah, words1forum.com. Yeah, they can get it on there.
Am I considering a book? I don't know. Maybe
You should, bro.
I do. I do have an idea for a book, but
man, you should. Writing a book is something, you know, the interesting part is like, so I wrote a book and then I was a co-author on a book last year,
mhm.
which, which was cool. So being an author, it's really a great experience. I never thought I was going to be an author. First of all, to be honest, I didn't like reading books growing up. So like you couldn't have told me I was going to be an author. I never thought that would be me.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'll promote it whenever I can.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support.
Oh,
Y'all brothers have been really supportive. So I appreciate that. Davin had me on this show. We talked about it. Like, how me and him connected is we had like a real moment on Twitter. I'm talking about like just a real moment in public, like unscripted. Like, and I might have been on some racism stuff and we was just talking about our experience and the world just got a chance to see it. Right. And that's how we really connected.
Should I tell the people on Twitter that we live? Or do you think it's good? Or do you think it's good? I mean, I know you don't care.
That's gonna pull a lot of people in there.
Tell them Jay got a tank top on.
Nah, don't do that.
Your viewership about to jump up by 200. I promise you.
Nah.
Tell him he got the same thing he wearing the gym on. They gonna be on here hungry. Hey, like, oh my God, he got on what? Hey, and Tyrone, hey, it's over with.
Yeah, I know. I know. Ty is like, slim pickings now. He ain't on the social. Well, he's on here.
Yeah,
he's on here and he's on Instagram. But
yeah.
I know. I'm trying to figure out my YouTube Twitter exit strategy as well. I'm honestly thinking about moving over to fan base.
What's that?
Black owned. What's his name? Isaac Hayes' son. Isaac Hayes' son run it.
Okay.
So and apparently it's like it has a whole bunch of stuff for monetization from the jump. So I have to check it out. I have to do my research on it before I make a decision. But yeah, I don't know. Twitter getting to be
too much.
Much.
Yeah, we was just having that conversation too, like about the challenges with it.
They're gonna come over.
They loud and wrong on there, man.
I'm about to post.
I mean, but you have to realize, like, honestly, like understanding what it is helps you deal with it. Like, you have people who are looking. So you have people who are finding their way in the tech. They're not really secure in their identity of who they are in their career. So you have that, like you're looking to kind of establish yourself, right? So and then they get a following. So it's tough because while you're trying to build that security within yourself and your career, people are looking to you for certain things, or you're looking to yourself to build it, and it makes you rush the process, right? So,
the thing that pisses me off, like I usually don't engage because we've talked, me and Brandon, we've talked about this. Like, I'm not for the back and forth. I'm for the so
you for the streets, bro. Say what it is. We for the streets.
So here's what we're not gonna do.
Right.
What bothers me is like tech literally changed how I feed my family.
Absolutely.
Like if it wasn't for my wife putting her foot in my back, like, yo, what is something that you want to enjoy doing? I probably would have never even looked at it because I had always looked at it as it was something that I wasn't good enough to do, or something I wasn't smart enough to be in, or I didn't want to go to college and incur all of those fees. Like, if you can go to college, I'm not knocking it, but I didn't want to sit there and get a student loan and do all of that stuff and take a bunch of classes for some shit that I would never even use again just so I can get a computer science degree.
Right.
So that's how I discovered certifications. So for me, it's like I hit a lot of pitfalls and hit a lot of roadblocks in my career. So the reason why I got into doing what I do is because if I can bring the next person up and try to avoid some of those pitfalls that I did and make that path a little smoother, then then sign me up. So when people talk they dumb stuff, I usually just, all right, whatever. But when people are telling my people the wrong way to do things, it bothers me, right? And then the problem is And then the problem is when you try to tell the people the right way, they go to the people who are loud and wrong because that's the easier path. Right? Everybody want to hear, oh, I can get the bag in less than 6 months to a year. They don't want to hear that you actually have to put in work. So now when I'm trying to go in and go, nah, you might have to put in some work. You have to get some certifications. You got to get that hands-on experience.
Right.
They shun me away like I'm the one who's telling them something wrong.
Like you're gatekeeping, essentially.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like someone told me I was gatekeeping because I told them, nah, they're lying to you. Oh, well, that's not how. Maybe the way you did things is different now. Okay, whatever. I'm staking my how many years I have in it as opposed to someone who's not even in the field telling you how to get into a field that they can't even get into. But you know, go on. So that's the part that's the part that I struggle with. And then on the one hand, it's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Because if you do say something, they're gonna try to smoke you. And if you don't say something, then the people who want you to say something like, why aren't you saying nothing? So it's just like, it's I kind of just do this is who's showing up on the show this week. Here's some people I think you need to follow. Here's some promotional stuff. I really stopped posting a lot of, my personal thoughts on Twitter just because it's just like, you know what, it ain't for everybody.
But you know what'll help you, because it helped me. When you see wrong, there's a desire to correct it, but you have to realize not everybody's correctable.
Right. Can't save everybody.
This is where wisdom comes in, right? Like if you can throw in the biblical aspect, like when it says, cast not your pearl before swines, essentially don't cast your knowledge before people who are clinging to ignorance. So if you know that person is clinging to ignorance, even though you have a strong desire to help people because you want to spare them from the stuff that we experience. But sometimes people have to learn it the hard way. So as much as you want to help, sometimes the best way you can help a person is to not say anything and to let life teach them.
Oh no, that's what I've been doing, man. I literally and then I sit back like, okay, so what did y'all learn? Like I think I kind of touched on that last night. And Ty, we've talked about it a few times because this is like it's just ridiculous. And then the sad part is people who you literally help at one point, right? It's people who you help mentor, people who you try to point in the right direction, and now all of a sudden they got a little bit of Twitter fame, and now they
Here you go,
Here we go.
Nah, I'm good. I'm chilling.
But the thing is, everybody don't know how to handle success. You got to realize, like,
don't call them out. Like,
it's not Thursday. Listen, I'm not. It's not Thursday. I'm good.
Yeah, but everybody just don't know how to handle the moment. Like everybody don't know how to handle that spotlight. Success comes with a different set of temptations and expectations, and not everybody's prepared for it. Like we're prepared as a people. We're prepared for the struggle our entire life from generation to generation, but not many of us have prepared to have success. So that's different. So when a lot of people start to experience it, they don't know what to do.
You know what?
Nobody prepared them.
Honestly, I'm gonna agree with you wholeheartedly. Yeah. I was having a conversation with Bryson Ford.
Yeah,
and this is when I was having anxiety bad, and I went to his place, and he was like, "Bro, your rocket ship to success has already taken off. Just accept it." And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "No, I'm good."
Bryson's like Oprah in a way.
Right. So I was telling him, I was like, it feels like I'm one of the celebrities who feel like they don't need security because they're not big. Like that's how I feel. Like I don't need security. But then like shit got worse, and he was like, "There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you." And I was like, "But it is. Like I got pain in my chest. I've been hospitalized twice." And he says, "There's nothing wrong with you. You just said it yourself. There's nothing wrong with you." So, and it was because like Twitter started blowing up for me, and it was a lot, and I just felt like more and more.
You mean recently? Like since you did the show, or
no? It was like during like the second Share the Mic and Cyber series.
Okay.
When I was on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I remember that.
I was on Twitter a lot. And
I think the first one, didn't you get like 1,000 in a day?
It was wild.
Yeah.
They seen that face and they was on it. I said, man, they killing my guy's time.
So
they
right
thought I
before,
smiled. They said, let me see what he talking about here. Cover 6, what? But go ahead.
So right before the show, that's when I took a break, and then I just never really went back.
Yeah.
So maybe April-ish.
You mean that was a third one?
Yeah. So every time I went back, there was always a new issue.
Man, it's
And you,
I mean, you know, but back to B's point about sometimes not saying nothing at all. It comes back to bite you in the behind, because I'm sure y'all. I'm not gonna shed no light on Dum Dum's name, but y'all seen what happened with old boy, who started posting all the wrong stuff, and now he's being retweeted by sitting U.S. senators, right? Now this is completely technical. All right, so somebody's out here claiming to be a malware researcher and claiming that. Dude, he's getting retweet because he said the app for the Olympics. The app for the Olympics was illegally listening to the Chinese government was illegally listening to people using this app. There is no, now I'm not a malware researcher, but there are a bunch of people who are, and they're literally scouring the code, and there is no sign of this information.
I think I know who you talking about.
You know who I'm talking about,
but I don't know the situation.
The dude that I shut down, the dude that we shut down in that Twitter space that time, when he's like, "Oh, if you need any help,
I know.
Okay,
you don't say names, bro.
Huh?
I don't know who the name is. Say the name. We don't lie. This ain't recorded. Is this recorded?
Oh, we live.
I don't want to give because dude take it and he run with it and he put the victim card and he gained followers off of it.
Well, then they message me the name because I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I got you. But basically, what he ended up doing is he started putting this information out. So
they ain't gonna throw hands. Like these people gonna scrap on Twitter, man. Man, trust me.
But ain't nobody trying to like the little career I have right now. My 5 months in, I'm not trying to fuck that up for.
Oh yeah, no, you don't say no names. But DJ good. He good.
Yo, you not gonna fuck up my shit or some humbug Twitter.
Nah, so like I said, so anyway, but yeah, but he got sitting U.S. senators retweeting his nonsense. Mm-hmm. He got a far right journalist or whatever retweeted him, which then was retweeted by Joe Rogan.
So,
oh my God.
So basically, these the same folks that retweeted how old boy looked at the source code, HTML source code of a government.
I'm gonna need you to stop right there. Listen, I'm gonna need you to say that part out loud. HTML source code.
That's what the article said that I read the other day.
Okay.
Like they just dropped the charges because it was proven that he did not.
You mean F12? You mean F12 gate?
HTML source code.
You mean F12? You talking about F12 gate?
F12.
Yeah.
It's gotta be my man. It's gotta be my man's in them. And it's wild. Like it's wild. I know who you're talking about. I'm very aware of that. But again, I haven't seen.
Hey, me and Jay don't know nothing. All we know about is weights. That's all we know, bro.
I've purposely stayed out of that one. Every once in a while, I'll pop in and go. You don't like. I'll say like you don't need to learn. You don't have to be great at coding to get in the InfoSec because that was another thing that dude was running around saying.
You don't
that you like. He tried to get Frank McGovern fired from his job because Frank McGovern was like, "Yo, I don't know code, but in my position, I hire people who do." But like,
wait, how did he try to get him fired though?
He retweeted it and was like, "This is who you employed." Like, called out his job. Like he doxed him.
What? Oh no!
And wait, and then when you call him out, he cries foul and claims he's the victim.
Oh, I didn't know.
So again, this is why I don't, like I said, I don't.
Hey, wait, is he black or white? Can y'all tell me that part?
Do we really have to answer that question, OB? Are we really?
We got some coons out here. I ain't know. You never know.
I was gonna say, listen, we can't walk. We can't walk.
Hey, no, I ain't playing with you. Hey, trust me.
We can't walk around like we ain't got no dum dums on our side. Listen,
it's Black History Month. Stop playing with us. Don't do my ancestors like that. Like
our ancestors. I'm talking about the people that's here. Nah, this ain't them. It's a lot of sheep's, a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing.
Talk about it,
man. Look here.
Well, no, I take that back because they're and some of them are black. That is the damn shame. That is.
Come on, man. I just was curious. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but just in general, I mean, I would like to see more camaraderie amongst Black people in tech.
We started that though. Like when we went last time we went to DEF CON, it was amazing. Like
that's 3-4 years ago.
When you say we, name those people.
Man, I ain't gonna name all these people.
I don't think we knew each other then either. So we
didn't know each other, but I mean, we were starting the process of getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Now you know what? I'm mad because was that last year when Professor Blackhouse, when we talked about we were gonna go and we were gonna like record everything and live stream it because we wanted to show people that look, we can live like this. And you don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to, play with any type of basketball, football, or nothing like that. And
it's not really
COVID had other plans.
Like I could see the
straight other plan
getting together and really having a good time. It's when you integrate the Black women sometimes that are in tech. Like I've seen so many toxic Black women in tech that it is.
No, I'm gonna let you know that.
I am one. I'm gonna speak on that because I am one. Because I just don't like it. I don't like the vibe that it gives. I feel like it gives I'm better than you vibe, or I'm stuck up vibe. Like that's whack to me. Like I don't understand that concept. I don't understand how. And I understand that some of us came from
Jay, put your hoodie on.
Jay, we ain't got no parts of this. We ain't say nothing. But go ahead, talk on it though.
Some of us
listen. Ty just put me on the Black History Month. Ty just put me on the Black History Month list. I'm not trying to get canceled.
Look, I'm gonna speak on it because I don't give a fuck. But in general,
she right though.
Real talk.
She is. I'm like Kanye right now.
She right, but unfortunately, that's not our place. That's not our place.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's my place though.
Yeah, it's yours for sure. Yeah, that's
my place.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm speaking on it. But I just feel like as far as having a real sisterhood, like it's I wouldn't even say a handful of Black women that I can go to and really genuinely get a connection with. One I will say, Tanisha, Black Girls Hack, absolutely, hands down.
Oh yeah,
McKenna Yini, like
I got she's my guest this Thursday.
I know, like that is my legit sister. Like we talk in real life.
Why do the women struggle with that though?
I think it's more so they feel like it's got to be.
No, there she goes.
Tanisha. Let's talk about it. You
rang?
Yes. Look, I was just saying, I was like, out of the most authentic women that I feel like if I needed to reach out to somebody that I could talk to, you were the first one that I mentioned. And then also McKenna and Mary Galloway. Like, I think she is really dope people, like really down to earth, and she doesn't put herself.
Who's Mary Galloway?
No,
Mary Galloway.
No, you need to put a "the" in front of her name before you bring her up in the menu.
Mary Galloway.
You talking about Mary? You talking about my tech best friend, Mary?
Put some respect on her name.
No. Come on now.
Mary Galloway of women's cyberjitsu.
Bro, her. Oh yeah, I like her. I don't know people's names. I forget people's names as soon as they tell me. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, unless you my homie.
You knew her name because you knew her whole fucking website and everything, fam. Like, don't even try it with us.
No, I'm talking about.
No,
I don't be knowing a lot of people. I don't be knowing people's names. That's just
talking about Mary at my tech best friend.
Yeah, because that's my dog.
That's somebody else.
That's somebody else. No, Mary Galloway ain't my
Yeah.
best friend.
No.
That's why. Yeah, that's not the same person. That's why I was like, that's why I was like, I mean, look, I don't know everybody's name. I'm sorry. It's all these people. I don't know all y'all names.
Yeah, no, but you know what? I appreciate that there are genuinely great Black women that you can reach out to, connect with, have a real relationship with, because there are some that are just, they put themselves on this certain pedestal.
Maddox.
And it really makes women that are newcomers especially make them feel some type of way. Like, and what they're talking about half of the time is not even the truth.
See,
So,
when it comes to
loud
that,
and wrong.
When it comes to that, I think a lot of the people that's talking about tech now, they've gotten in within like the last 2 or 3 years. So they honestly don't know what they're talking about. And now it's a money thing. So I told people earlier, like, the people who focused on the money and not the knowledge, they won't last long in the industry at all, because it's an ever evolving industry.
I'm gonna say something. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna say something when you done to piggyback off of that one. And
so a lot of these people, like you said earlier, they're getting this following and they don't know how to handle it, and they're just throwing out the wrong information. And now it's becoming tech. Now to be in tech is becoming a fad, more so a career. Yep. And that's why it's messing up a lot of things. And to be honest, it's a lot of young people. It's a lot of young people in it. So I think that's what's really like messing it up, and it's just toxic. It's all the way toxic. So that's why I listen to more like you guys, like the older people that's been in the game longer than me, because it's spreading a lot of toxicity.
It's that instant we live in a world of instant gratification now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to hurry up to get the likes and get the notoriety. Brandon, but that's what it is. Everybody want to hurry up, right? But the stupid part is, and I shouldn't say stupid, but whatever. The crazy part about it is, if they actually did the work, they would have that job security where they don't have to worry about the bag. Like I said on my show last night, I'm at a point in my career right now that if I get let go from my job tomorrow, am I going to be mad? Absolutely. Am I going to sit for a minute and go, oh man, what am I going to do? Absolutely. But then by the day after, I'm back. I'm in there. Right? Mm-hmm. Why? Because I have established that in my career. I've put in the work. I've done the legwork. So, and not for nothing, it is a buyer's market right now. We can go to the highest bidder if we want to. When you have that knowledge and that experience, you have people now like you was just saying, they have been in less than 2 years, less than 2 years, and you're gonna tell me how to navigate my career.
But I think that the problem is that people are really out here not necessarily selling a career, but they're really selling the dream of a bag.
But that's what I'm saying. That instant gratification.
That's why you've got people out here who are saying, like, who maybe been in the game for less than 2 years and are saying, hey, spend a couple grand on my course and I can teach you how to get in and get 6 figures in a minute. I think De'Ara was talking about the other day about people buying resumes, and for the life of me, I was like, people are actually out here doing this. But I mean, and if somebody can sell you, how to get into a job, it's
the dream.
Yeah. I mean,
so,
then
do you see? First home tuber said they have a question. But did you see old boy who was told that he with no tech experience at all to go get the AWS solution architect certification? And dude had a nerve to go on LinkedIn, was frustrated because he could not get a job because someone told him that was the only certification he needed, to get at least 120K.
You know what they did? They
and
researched the top paying certifications list. That's what
and
they
then
did.
had the nerve. Wait, and then they said, well, what job are you looking for? He said, I'm looking for an entry-level cloud architect. They said, I'm gonna need you to say that again and listen to yourself when you say it.
Right. In real time.
Entry-level cloud architect. You have no experience whatsoever, but again, you're listening to those people who are loud and wrong, and they're telling you, like you said, oh, this is the top 10 list, right? This is why people are trying to jump out the gate and get a CISSP.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I actually spoke at a tech summit, and it won't be published by this media company until next month. And one of the things that one of the CISOs / recruiters were saying was, he was like, oh, you know, I think that people go to college and they don't get the knowledge that they need. And also, you know, they're not even equipped to take these certifications going to college. Now, you talking to a college student. I will officially graduate on Tuesday. Now, I'm still a college student, and I've passed the security class, and also bagged my first InfoSec job, well, in GRC. But you're talking to someone that is actually living that life and have lived that life in the past year. And then before then, I went to, you know, I did the help desk jobs. Like, I did the legwork. But again, you're telling me that the CISSP is something that I should be pursuing. Like, when I say triggered, I was like, it took everything in me not to just like, sir, you gotta be fucking kidding.
But I think that the fact of the matter is that like education is not preparing you to be able to go and get a job, right? You can go and get a degree, you can get, you know, several degrees and still not have any hands-on skills. I've got entire master's degrees in digital forensics and cybersecurity, and there was never a single like lab or a VM or a Kali or a command line.
Now
like,
that I didn't have that experience.
Degrees,
plural.
You caught that, right? You caught
now,
that?
I guess it depends on where you go, because again, for me, I actually had hands-on labs. I had hands-on labs with
you at WGU?
No, I'm with Purdue Global.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we used was Test Out, and so Test Out actually has hands-on labs where you actually go through, like, even in the A+ area, in the basic IT area, it walks you through how to go through from office to office to implement different things. It does the same thing when you do the Net Plus, and then as well as the Security Plus, like if you're doing Wireshark exercises and labs and things like that. So that was different for me. But for me, it did give me the tools that I needed. Plus, I felt like I needed a little bit more, which is okay. Which is why I went for the Security Plus. But I'm not going to sit back and say that I didn't get what I needed, because I actually did. And I wouldn't be here where I'm at today within my job if I hadn't had what I needed. So
to be fair, I'll just say this. Like, I've talked to like recruiters and executives. So I work for a vendor. It's what we call like a vendor, right? Mm-hmm. So vendors are probably different than actual companies, but vendors in reality, like, we're starting to take off degree requirements off of resumes, because a degree, to his point, doesn't hold the same weight as like experience and certs, right? Like that combination. So what the industry is seeing is it's better to take that off, like from a vendor perspective. Like, I can't speak from like a SOC analyst at actual companies, but like from vendors, they're taking that off. And they're going with either experience. You can have certs and experience. I mean, obviously experience is king. They're gonna want you to have experience in either with a degree or with a cert. But
how do you get to that experience if you have none? So I would think that the degree would be part of the path.
It's the same as a cert, though.
You gotta do
an internship, an apprenticeship, or
you gotta do it all. You got
it's like a 401k. It's like a 401k.
So I'm gonna answer this real quick, and I see First Home Tuber asked a question, and we can answer that.
Yeah, she got a good question
before I drop off. But this is where you have to do this. You have to do some of the jobs that maybe you didn't think you had to do. Like, I'm gonna say help desk, right? People talk about, everybody act like they too good for help desk, but help desk is a revolving door. Help desk, they're always hiring for help desk. If you get in and do a help desk for 6 months, I guarantee you're going to learn something. You're going to learn how to troubleshoot on the fly. You're going to learn soft skills. You're going to learn how to communicate with your clients. This is all things that you're going to have to know moving on up. So if you get 6 months, if you can get 6 solid months of help desk on your resume, guess what? That opens the door. Right. So before you leave help desk, now you can apply for other jobs, because now you're not worried about how can I get experience with no job, and I can't get no job without no experience. Now you have that experience. You got your foot in the door, literally. So now you get your foot in the door, and now you have to move. That's that. And again, this is where the divide happens, because people don't want to have to do that legwork. They think, oh, I want to be a sysadmin, so I'm gonna go apply for a sysadmin. No, you can't do that. You gotta put in the work. You gotta know how help desk, tech support. You gotta move your way up. Gotta learn Active Directory. Move, you know what I'm saying? Move your way up to that. Same thing in cybersecurity, right?
People are a little bougie in tech,
right? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna get into a senior analyst role, right?
Right.
From day one. Go to a SOC. Go to a SOC and learn the stuff you need to learn in a SOC, right? You want to learn pen testing? Cool. You can still learn a lot of information that you can take with you into pen testing from a SOC.
Right.
See, I did it different. I went from help desk and worked my way up to sysadmin, and then I jumped into cybersecurity.
Right.
Right. But at that point, I had almost like 10 years of experience doing one thing, and then I could say, okay, then I transitioned and got these certifications, and here's my CTF stuff, here's the labs I've done. And that's the other thing. You want to show experience? Here's a cheat code. When you do your labs, write them up.
Now, I think my only objection to that is when you have someone like me that is going into GRC, it's not a very technical role. So you have to be considerate of the fact that we're giving this information out, which is very valid information, but that's not going to be the same route for everybody.
Okay, so three words: know your shit.
Know your shit, and basically that's pretty much it. But again, it just I think help desk helped me. I definitely took in everything that I got in the year that I did help desk while I was still in school. It just really took me to a different level. It gives you kind of a preview of a little bit of everything, whether it's just basic customer service, dealing with clients, basic networking, basic cybersecurity. Like, you get the basics within that help desk. You really do. So I think it's beneficial.
So first home tuber. Just a quick answer your question real quick. It's no matter how many years you have in the game, you have to stay current. So newer people aren't necessarily more valuable than people who've been in it for years. The way I tell people I mentor is Moore's law. Moore's law states that any form of technology becomes obsolete in 18 months. So if any form of technology becomes obsolete in 18 months, then that means we need to stay current, or we become obsolete in 18 months or less. So you always have to stay current. There's no finish line in this field. You have to stay current. You have to be reading all the time. You have to stay up on top of what's happening in the world. You have to, geopolitical, even this stuff that's going on with the Ukraine and the cyber attacks. You gotta stay on top of all of it. So because there will be a time where you're gonna need to know how, not necessarily know the answer right there, but you're gonna have to know how to reference it or where to get that answer. So the name of the game is knowing enough of your stuff where you can stand on your own. But if you don't know how to get the answers, but you need to stay current, because the moment you become obsolete, your ass is out of a job. With that, I gotta break off. Ty, it's been real.
Wait, do we got Tipsy Ty and Tequila E up in here?
Hey, I'm in here. I'm in here.
Yeah.
I was waiting on the curtains to open. You know what I mean?
Maddox, how do you stay current? Google.
Davin, before
What
you
up?
go, we was just on Crypto Harlem earlier today talking about normalizing Black excellence.
Yes.
And look at God.
Look at God.
10 hours later.
Hold on, let me see if y'all can hear it. Let me.
Hey, there we go.
Look, or you can take them to Coming to America. There's a God somewhere.
So
there's a God.
All right, so I'm gonna break off. Y'all be easy.
Damn, Jax, I just got here, bro.
I know, but I'm gonna go kick it with the fam. So InfoSec Unplugged on Thursday.
I hope we answered the question. Yes, definitely tech out. Davin, if you could put your YouTube channel in the chat, I'll post it.
Hold on.
Anybody who got a link, put it in. Y'all should be able to chat, right? Can y'all not chat? No.
No, I was about to say I tried to go to the chat.
We can chat in the private chat, but not in the public one.
Do it in the private chat, and then I'll copy it over.
Hey, Maddox, a good way to stay current. Also, I know I follow a lot of reputable like security news and cybersecurity news stuff, and they post like different things that's going on, and you just keep reading up on this stuff. Like I got the alert set, so anytime an alert comes, I just read up on it, man. I'll DM you on Twitter and send you what I follow.
I got
I was about to say you can set up a Google alert. Like I have one set up for my name, and then also for various news things like keywords, and it basically just shoots into my email every day with the rest of the garbage.
Yeah, you can set up. I use Feedly.
Why is it garbage?
Feedly is a dope source. You can set up if you use Feedly, there's a cybersecurity. I forgot what they call it, but it's basically like a collection.
All right, y'all be easy.
All right,
Jackson. Yeah,
hey,
you can.
We do have Shawn here. Not to cut y'all off. Every now and then we gotta throw in a question for Shawn. Entrepreneurship. Shawn's an author as well. You know, man. He's a Shawnpreneur.
Chantrepreneur.
You know all about that. You know, so and he's sipping too. So
this right brain, I ain't got it. I use my left brain.
He also has a lot of not give a fuck in him too. So
I like that. That's dope.
Yeah. You look tired, Shawn. You look tired. You have a long night?
No, I did not have a long night. I had a good night.
You sure?
Night? I'm tired because I've had insomnia. We've talked about that.
Good nights and long nights don't have to be different. Most of the time they're the same.
Nothing around.
Yeah. I just got in from working out, so I had a good night that way too.
There we go. That's what we like to hear.
Okay.
Yeah. What you train?
That's me.
Well, train me. That's all. Just train me.
Why y'all getting B started? Like I don't think I've ever seen him say anything that's not related to weightlifting. But maybe I've been following.
Anytime you talk about weightlifting, working out, like times in like
him and John.
See, I'm on my speed right now, man. I'm trying to get to a 9-minute mile right now. So
wait a minute, we're not talking about cardio though. We're not talking about cardio. Hold on, we don't.
We avoiding that?
Yeah, we talking about weights. We was talking about real working. We're not talking about cardio. That's executive working out. We talking about cardio.
Nah, bro. I'm trying to get that
9-minute mile.
Like y'all not gonna come for him like that.
How you gonna say 9-minute mile in front of drill right now? How you gonna say 9-minute mile?
Hey, I
know you was doing the math.
Hey, yo, I was like, yo, that's.
Ty, you still doing your 4 a.m. or 5 a.m.?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna start tomorrow though. No, I'm gonna start
the next day. Yeah,
start on Monday.
Yeah, when it's warm again.
Yeah, most definitely.
So Shawn,
y'all running outdoors?
Do you work in cybersecurity as well, or in tech?
No. I'm a writer and an actor. Are y'all in the DMV? You all right? So you've probably seen me in a couple of commercials. So I got like 7 commercials right now in rotation.
What can you,
Flex good, sir.
tell us about any of them?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, so I got home improvement FH Fur. I'm giving home tips. You may not see that because those are targeted to people who actually spend money on that shit. And it's like the people who watch hockey, put it that way.
Okay.
We get it. We get what you're saying there.
But if you at home during the daytime hours, you'll see me
definitely stealing people who watch hockey.
You'll see Tyson's watching jewelry. I'm pitching that during the news, local news. The vaccine commercial still runs. That ran during the Super Bowl of last year. That's still running because I guess suckers still need vaccines. And a couple of them that are kind of national too, like web commercials. So I act and I write. And Ty wingmans me sometimes when I do my Shawn show. It's called the Shawn Show. We're on IG. I plan to move it to this format because I look so much better in HD. You know.
There we go. And you're humble too. That's what I'm talking about. My guy humble over here.
Big humble.
iPad don't do it justice. The iPad camera sucks.
It does.
This Surface Pro looks good right now. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's just the IG video quality when you go live. It's not a great quality. So this is infinite. Yeah. Yeah.
So
look at Ty's skin. He glowing over there. It's like he got some baby oil on with the mic.
That's what I'm saying. I heard Ty was going into TV himself.
Yeah.
He was switching over from cyber, going to get an acting career.
So Shawn, one more question for you. I know you guys were on the show together. Like, so did you find love? Like, I didn't finish the show after Ty.
Shit, I didn't finish the show either. That makes two of them.
Real talk, I was like, yo, this shit is over.
Hey, same though.
Done, son.
When the homie was gone, I was like, all right, well.
That was it for me. When Ty left, I left.
Guess I'll go back to Ozark now.
Look, I didn't finish the show watching it. I didn't finish the show while I was on the show. So that means I ain't find no love. So
That's all right. That's all right.
Well, it was an experience. I just did an interview, like a pregame interview on IG for OWN, previewing this show and talking about my experience and stuff with the guy who just got eliminated, Cornbread. But you know, like I tell people,
hold up. Yeah. Man's name is Cornbread.
Cornbread, like Cornbread earlier than me.
His name is Cornelius, but he's like, you can call me Cornbread, and that's
I was like,
there you go.
So there you go. Without saying anything, like maybe I just don't know what's up because I didn't watch the show.
No, I know.
I honestly I don't watch TV. I watch like Hulu or like things that on non-cable because I don't have cable. But I actually Googled to see whether or not Tyrone found love so I could hook him up with somebody.
Oh, dang, okay.
Either. So like
shoot your shot.
I'm trying to make love connections and stuff in the black cyber world.
Hey,
and that didn't even work.
If you got the time.
Look, I'm gonna tell you who to hook up. Jay, Jay is really.
I'm about to go.
So we doing a matchmaker now.
Don't do primo like that.
Hey, Jay, you gotta go, huh?
No.
I think it's a disservice to our race to have black men that are out here exhibiting excellence and for them to be like single. Like I think it's disrespectful just to all of the single black women that are out here. So
out here living I've been single for like over 3 years.
But
that was intentional.
Right.
I think y'all are single. You said a 9-minute mile. That's what you said.
Ain't like nobody trying to
bro.
holler.
I'm trying to whole change this subject, bro. I'm trying to whole change this subject, bro.
Yeah, what you say about that 9-minute mile? You said you almost got there, right?
What you say?
A 9-minute mile ain't impressive though.
What you
say? Come on, Shawn. We was trying to stay away from that.
Hold up. No, it's not impressive, but
it's a good start though. It's
That's all. Yeah, there we go. Mission accomplished.
I'm not trying to be Usain
You know what? I commend people that can jump from relationship to relationship. I used to be one of those.
We're still gonna do this, huh?
However, that is
not my thing.
I used to be that person. I used to be one of those people.
We understand the assignment. What happened?
No, what I'm saying.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Jay said,
Come on, Kiki. Come on, Kiki. Get it out.
Take us home. Come on.
The thing is, I took time.
You got the spotlight.
I really wanted to make sure that I was completely healed for
Preach, Pastor.
anything that was going on
Well,
in the past, like or that I have been through. Like I feel like it's a disservice to myself and anybody that I date going forward.
Won't he do it?
If I cannot actually get past that stuff and really, just
come on now.
work on
Come on, sister. You better preach.
You ain't gotta put me on the goddamn big screen, Tyrone. You ain't gotta do that. Now, no.
What he could have did was like put your age and your job in the lower right hand corner.
Put her handle on there too. Looking for love.
What's her at?
Looking for love.
Her ad is
I almost played the background music.
See, this is why black folks are
all right, y'all big tripping.
This is why we don't do this. This is why we can't get along right now.
You see what I'm saying? I came here to talk about APTs and shit, and this is what happened. No, apparently you are the APT. If we apparently you are the APT right now.
Y'all are like wiggling around like
choosing,
you guys are the APT. Like y'all
choosing violence right now.
Some situationships.
Yeah.
Did we find love, Shawn? Did we find love?
No,
we didn't. I think Cecilia
said
the dating pool has pee in it.
Look, old girl said the world of dating is ghetto, and when I say facts,
you can just take out trash. You can just take out of dating.
Now I know y'all been approached by at least 2-3 dudes a week that y'all turned down. So if y'all are still single, it's because you want to be single. Maybe he ain't cute.
Come on, Time.
Don't mean them dudes are worthy. That just
he ain't
means
tall enough.
Oh Lord, come on. Wait a minute now.
Or his beard is not looking right. It's all
we got Derek Jackson Jr. in the corner over there.
Now, you know what? It's always the bald-headed dudes that always got something to say about what.
Hey yo,
I'm out.
Right.
I've always got something to say.
I'm sure y'all are getting approached.
Dating lives.
Y'all get approached a whole lot more than we get approached.
Just respond to the DM. You'll be all right.
No, because you have to be a certain. If we are in a lifetime where you have to look a certain way, you have.
Hold on. What Kevin Samuels at? Hold on. What's your height? No, I'm just joking.
You bullshit. You bullshit.
I'm joking. I'm sorry. Look. Don't block.
I just don't want to be. Okay. I just don't want to be trending right now.
So, but like, if y'all want to change the subject, we can talk about that little door behind Khalil. Because
why do everybody do this? Why do every live stream I be on, they be like, "Yo, what's in the door?"
That shit is mad creepy.
But that's a crawl space, right? That's a crawl space to do maintenance for the electronic.
Okay, so this is
creepy as hell.
This is one of 3 of my walk-in closets in my house, and it's
one of 3.
One of 3.
Light flex alert.
That's a light.
You see how she slid it in there?
I'm just out here stunting on my.
You doing a lot of walking. You got 3 walk-in closets.
Clear one of 3.
That's a lot of clothes.
Are you doing a 9-minute mile in your closet?
she do one closet in 3 minutes. She do another closet in 3 minutes. I can finish the closet in 2 minutes.
I'm on your ass, E. I'm on your ass.
Downstairs, so I chose to make this closet my computer office. So I do my schoolwork and everything from here. But yeah, that's why you keep seeing the doors, is because it is like little upstairs, like crawl spaces, and I got like storage areas where I store stuff in there. But yeah, it's no creepy stuff. Nobody's.
I feel like
play the Ray J soundbite where he was like,
I saw started like that.
Play the Ray J soundbite where he was like, I got indoor pools, I got outdoor pools. I got closets upstairs. I got computer closets. I got clothes closets. I got shoes closets.
I do got computer clothes.
I got the skeletons closets.
It's hilarious.
This is the living room where niggas live and shit. This is the bedroom where niggas bed and shit.
I had to make do. This was my, I just moved.
I'm gonna be honest. I still live with my parents. I'm just. I've been asking them to be quiet this whole time.
I low key believe you. No shade.
But you dominant. But you dominant though.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
Because you know why you live with your parents? Because the only queen you respect is your mom. Because you.
That's
dominant.
it. The black queen. That's it.
Because you dominant.
That's it. That's it.
Y'all tripping tonight,
bro. Y'all gonna have me all over the internet, bro.
Can we just let people know that it's not okay to be living with your mama after 21 years old? Like,
Ooh, don't do that.
Don't
do that. Cause see, both of my daughters live with me right now.
So I would say,
Mama, she didn't mean that. Don't worry about it, Mama. She just playing. Go ahead.
Don't let this youthful glow fool you. I have a 23-year-old and a 25-year-old daughter. Like,
I don't believe
daughters. Like
Big Ticket lived with his mama, and he had a whole studio.
And it's a choice. It really is. I think more so because we all moved out here to Georgia together about 7 or 8 months ago.
Right.
And so that was a choice of ours. Is that going to continue forever? No, absolutely not. I have one of my oldest daughters still in college. So we are, like, me and my youngest daughter are supporting her while she gets her education, works, do her thing. And
so you're not really ready to love until you move out your mom's house then, huh?
First of all, I am the mom.
No, I'm talking about myself, not you.
I'm talking about me. Be like Big Tig over there.
They may not be ready to love you.
It's not even about
That's what that is, Ty. You know what? I'm lovable. They not ready to embrace that. Okay.
Brandon got the win.
But if your mama gonna be coming in your room in the middle of the night, why?
No, not in the middle. That's my room. You let me have my space.
Who else gonna clean it?
You know what I'm saying?
Who else gonna clean it?
Brandon,
who else is gonna clean it?
I'm coming, mama.
Whoa.
I'm coming, mama.
That went left. Hold on, that went real left.
Somebody come in this room.
I'm coming,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yo, so check this out though. Hot take. If I could, I would 100% move back to my mom's house. Like
Absolutely.
if I could, 100%. Oh,
put some respect.
It's like a damn million-man chat. It's like a million.
You got a million-man chat.
Mary Galloway.
We gotta take our laptops to the monument down there in March. This is 480 people on my screen right now.
I gotta go pick up my alcohol.
I'm gonna have to check out the show because you are hilarious. Like, I gotta check it out. Got to.
Yes. So
just as an FYI, I really don't live with my mom. I'm just joking, but I don't really live with my mom.
You know, that's none of my business.
But I would though.
You got the crib, the car.
I hope so. I mean, they leave me alone. Yeah, I live with my mama. I'm broke. I drive a Honda. All that.
What? So
none of the women want to talk because they are
not attract.
Huh?
By you saying those statements, who are you trying to attract or not attract?
Nobody.
You don't want nobody? You ain't trying to get nobody?
I'm just trying to focus on my career and my business. I just want to help people with my book.
Hey,
he said I'm focused on myself right now.
Like they say, you lose money chasing women. You don't lose women
chasing money.
There we go.
And that's one to grow on.
But if y'all want to see this book, though, this is what I'm trying to do. That's it. That's all I'll be doing.
Good at that too. Hold on, let me get Shawn. Let me get Shawn's book.
Come on, pull it out.
What did you say? You were broke? Did you say you were broke?
My man, you can fix me. I need to buy it. You can fix me.
That's a good ass book right there. Y'all
I can't tee it up no better than that.
That is. I read the whole title page.
Oh my gosh.
Put your link in there. Where you buy you on Amazon or you on your website?
The answer is yes to both. I prefer you buy it from me because you get more.
I don't buy off Amazon because they take your profits. Because I sell off mine too.
Oh yeah, Tyler, you gotta put the link in the chat.
So just go to my website, jsdinc.com.
Okay.
But yeah, put that link up, Ty, if you can. And
Okay.
You'll see at the bottom of the main page.
You said it's
You can
JSD.
order an autographed copy, either paperback or hardback. It's a
Okay.
real book. And I'm getting my website redone piece by piece, so y'all got to bear with me. But you can order right now from me.
You got a website guy already though?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's about to move to Germany with his family, but
Oh, dang.
we've been consulting on it, and it's gonna be dope. I'm really excited
Okay.
about some of the pages. But yeah,
Who said that?
Oh, I like that uniquely sharing. She said, "Can we normalize children staying at home but being productive people, saving, creating?"
Yes.
That's
how you get generational wealth.
you know, I was thinking,
now, and I don't mean to cut you off, Shawn.
no, go ahead. I'll get it.
She do that shit though.
Time I was putting myself and both of my daughters through college.
Sorry, you don't have to give me the link. I went to the wrong site.
And so in general, I think that's really the key. Like, are we really putting our kids out here set up for success, or are we just putting them out here because somebody told us they need to get out at 18 or they need to get out at 21? Or, what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's not. I personally don't think if you observe, it's not necessarily the kids. Women are protected more often than men. If you're a man, you got to get your ass out.
I hate to start this conversation.
I don't know what to say to that because.
But I know. I know some women that their car insurance paid for. My brother to this day pays for his grown daughter's light bills. Sometimes we will say it's more okay for a woman to stay home while she gets her footing. But if a man is home too long, your big black ass need to get out.
So check this out. So check this out. So check this out. I think Shawn, what you're saying is it's true, but we first of all as men, right? We gotta look at the part we play in that, right? So misogyny plays a huge part in that, right? So part of it is the idea that men have to go out and get all of these things, right? So I wouldn't even say when you say women are protected. I think that's just a part of patriarchy and misogyny that we've contributed to ourselves, right? So I mean, we can't say it like it's a societal problem.
But I personally believe in it because I think men need consequences. Men need to have an.
I think adults need consequences though.
Adults do, but like I think if we want our families to be worth shit, I think the problem now is that our men are a little slacking. They've been coddled to have other people do shit for them. Maybe they have not had a man whoop their ass and say, boy, do this. Or if you're going to be a grown-ass man in my house, you got to do X, Y, and Z. I like that push. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just observing what the world is.
Got you. Yeah, no. I agree with you.
Because these young men right now, and the sirens are from me because I'm near a fire department. But the world needs, black world needs our men to be more righteous about getting shit. And I don't mean getting shit illegally either. And that's where I'm at. I had some friends the other day, real quick, talking about like, that was Cali Love on the Super Bowl and all that shit. I'm like, I'm too old to still talk about crip walking and all that shit. Because gangs have become family for some young men. And I think men need to know how to be men on a legit level about taking care of this, being active, and just only wanting the big piece of chicken. All this other shit is superfluous. And so, yeah, if you got something that'll put a fire under a young man's ass, do it.
Right, but I think
you get off your feet, but you're gonna have to pay some rent, pay me something, and then.
Let me interject too.
Check this out.
Instead of rent,
I'll go after that.
No, yeah. So instead of making your kid pay rent, why not make your kid invest in something, right? Like, so take that money that they would give you for rent and invest it in the market, invest it in something so that when it's time for them to move out, they can either buy their house cash or take the loan out and then use that, but still have that nest egg to use that for investment or et cetera. I think you can. So I do agree that you need to be responsible in your or fiscally responsible. But I think instead of paying rent, you can pay it until a part where you can actually create some more generational wealth. So we break that cycle of poverty. Go ahead.
So
go ahead.
B, so same vein, right? But I want to point out something. The goal is responsibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not just the financial aspect of it. So we got to look at that holistically, right? So one, we have to say, okay, listen, I'm going to teach you to invest and make fiscal decisions, but what we can't do is teach them to love money. Right. So I think we have to address this wholeheartedly. Right. We have to help them understand, hey, money is a tool that's going to allow you to live life abundantly. Right. But I don't want to teach you to love it. And so if you're teaching your son, go get money, go get money, go get money, go get money, then, that becomes the object. And the object isn't the money. Right. The object is exactly what you said, financial freedom and generational wealth. So I think partially we have to change our language, right? And we have to say, as we're teaching our sons and daughters, right? As we're teaching them, we have to say, okay, well, I'm going to talk to you about investing, but I want you to understand that I'm not teaching you investing just so you can have a bunch of money, because there has never been a problem, including my generation, I'm 32. We ain't never had a problem wanting to get money. That ain't never been the problem, right? The problem has been how we view money, right? And then our infatuation with abundant things and abundant wealth. So I don't think the problem is teaching money, right? We talked about it earlier with the tech jobs, right? Everybody wants the money, right? But it's like, are we teaching the responsibility, and are we teaching that money is a tool that should, and for me personally, I believe that as the type of man I want to be, right? Money is a tool for me to protect the people I love, right? For me to protect the people I love and provide them with resources abundantly, right? So it's like for my children, right? I want them to have access to anything they want, right? And I never want resources to be an obstacle. They could be dumb as shit. They might be dumb as shit, and that might be their obstacle. But I never want resources to be their obstacle.
I was instead of saying like loving. So instead of saying love and money, like, so even in your scenario, money and loving money isn't the issue. What you're loving is the things that money gives you: power, fame, influence. So if your child is rooted in their identity, they know who they are, if they accept who they are, if they've done that mental work, right? Use self-love, self-acceptance. They've got acceptance from their parents, whether that's through faith, religion, or just family love. If they've done those things, now all of that loses its power. So you don't have to worry about somebody desiring like money for the attention and fame, because they feel that they're enough. And then at that point, the financial investing and everything that we're saying, it takes its right place because their identity is secure.
Agree. And that's what we got to do before they leave the house. We got to teach them that exactly what you said.
I think in order to get to all that, kids got to stop having kids. You having too many kids that haven't experienced life or learned nothing. They don't have no principles, no morals, no grounding in anything, and they're having kids. So what can they pass on? They don't even have that knowledge that y'all are speaking on because they haven't experienced life yet. So before we can get down that, the kids got to stop having kids.
Right, but who thought is that, right? Who has the influence on that? Who has influence on that? We can't sit here and say, oh, these kids being grown. Who the hell are they emulating?
They emulating social media. That's what they're looking at.
No, come on, man. Come on. Let's be honest. They've been doing that since we was young, right? So when we say kids got to stop being kids, it's like, okay, kids got to stop being kids, right? What do kids do? They do irresponsible shit. And so if we're not there to make sure that they have structure, right? They understand the purpose of structure. They understand consequences. So like me, for example, I was taught authority before I was taught what happens to you when you lie. And check this out. This is key. I was taught what happens to you when you lie before I was taught the value of being honest. So you know what I did? I learned how to avoid getting caught lying instead of valuing being honest. Right. So, and grown folks taught me that. Right. So before we say kids gotta stop having kids or any of that, we have to step up, especially as Black men, and say, all right, little bro, let me teach you the value of structure and why it's important. You look at, so for example, one of my favorite rappers, 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is one of my favorite rappers of all time. And I say he was the best before y'all niggas come. I mean, before y'all people come from me.
2 Chainz.
Hey, why you so defensive? Like you got defensive.
Because you know they'll come.
Hey, calm down, killer.
I ain't say he was the best. I say he's my favorite. But check this out. So you want to get to where 2 Chainz is? Like, let me tell you something about how an entertainer's schedule works and how disciplined you have to be and how much structure you have to have. And it may not look like it, but how much you have to sacrifice to get there, right? So teaching those type of values. So Jay, when you say kids got to stop having kids, 100% agree with you, right? People shouldn't have sex until they're mentally, emotionally ready, full stop. And that could apply to some adult motherfuckers if we be.
But that's not even gonna work. So you have to put like a feasible solution because nobody gonna do that.
No, I'm great. No. What I'm saying is, but what we can do is, like I said, we can start teaching those fundamental principles of structure and value, right? So we say, for example, I had two guys working in my SOC, right?
Right.
And they would compete with each other all the time, right? Because the way they came up and the way they were taught to view success was that success is measured by being better than everybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of, you know, and I was taught that way, right? I was taught that way. It took me a long time to unlearn that, like, what Shawn doing don't mean nothing to me. What B doing don't mean nothing to me. And you know what happened when I started doing that? I was able to work with people and move even faster.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine me beating Tyrone and then trying to compete with him.
I would lose. You know, I can't win against Tyrone.
2
so
years
that's a tough
later,
situation.
But that's what I'm saying. Because I came to Tyrone and was like, hey man, look, I see what you're doing, OG. Oh God. Anyway. Before you know, if I was competing with him.
What I was gonna
go ahead, Khalil.
And say is me being a teen mom myself. My mother was a teen mom. She was 16 when she had me. And then my grandmother was about 16 or 17 when she had her. So generationally, that was a thing. And so I wanted to ensure that even though I didn't have the guidance that I felt like I should have had growing up, I wanted to make sure that I provided that for my daughters. And I absolutely did that. Like, they have no children right now. They're 23 and 25 and they have no children. But I think it's a conscious decision, not only to guide them in the right way, but then to also just talk to them about the reality of being a young mom, the reality of having sex too young, the realities of, like, if we're actually having these conversations with our kids and teaching them some things, like, I think it makes a difference. And not only do I think that, I know it because I've seen it with my own eyes. We have 3 generations of teen moms back to back to back, starting with my grandmother, my mother. I don't know about her mother. But my grandmother, my mother, and then myself. And then for me to be able to break that cycle, that is, to me, that's breaking a generational curse.
Yeah,
it is.
It's definitely something different, and it's a little more difficult, but it's worth it because now we get to start a new trend where that doesn't have to be a thing. You don't have to feel like, just because you are dating somebody or with somebody, that you have to have their baby in order to earn their respect and their love. Like, it's a lot of misconceptions that go on behind the scenes that we really don't talk about a lot, especially amongst Black women and how we're brought up. But again, I made sure I had those conversations. I have conversations about, you know, financial stability, about credit. Like, I was talking to them about credit back in high school, middle school. My daughter came out of college, graduated from Purdue, and she had an 800 credit score just because I taught her how to maneuver through that.
How old's your daughter?
While she was in college.
I just need to put her.
What?
How old is your daughter again? With an 800 credit score, I just need to put her number in my phone.
She's 20.
Sean, get your go.
Can we hear from Mary? Mary left.
You know, this stemmed from me when I started my credit rebuilding journey, because I wasn't taught all this stuff that I'm teaching my girls. So when I started this credit building journey, I taught myself a lot of stuff. I taught myself a lot of knowledge, but then that doesn't need to just stay with me. I taught everybody around me, including my kids, because now I want you to know how to do that. I want you to know how to get certain credit cards, use a certain type of limit, and we're paying on those every month. And guess what? Now you have, while you're in college for 4 years, you have 4 years of credit history backing you.
Hey, you just said something though.
With good payments coming out the gate. Like she literally came out the gate, got a job offer, walked into a dealership, signed the paperwork without even starting the job. She had an offer letter. And
run me my wheels.
A brand new car of that year, and she off the showroom floor. Like that.
Run me my wheels.
I was definitely going to speak to that. I did want to hear from Mary too. But I was going to speak to that and basically say that it starts from us, like, because I literally lived that life where, my parents made us pay rent from the moment that we were able to work. So I felt like they never, like, I feel like there's a difference between being poor and being broke, right? We have been broke a lot, but I feel like my parents have always been poor because I think the poor is that mentality that they were never taught how to get out of. So I feel like us having that awareness we can get through that. And there's a fine line between teaching your kids how to do things and teaching your kids why they're doing those things. And there's also a fine line between setting your kids up for success and then having them bum it for the first 30 years of their lives at home. So there's things that we need to teach them, but also the why. And we were talking about those starting that generational wealth. That's where it starts. If you can teach them the why, then yes. But it's not going to happen like if we aren't seeing it, right? Because my parents are doing the best with what they had because they never saw what success looked like, right? And my female cousins, we use the word eligible. Everyone that is eligible to be pregnant is pregnant, right? And it's because I don't know why we seem to be teaching these young, well, not teaching them. It's like we're showing these young women that it's okay to be without the man in their life. I'm seeing it a lot. I don't need him. Where we're like, yeah, you do need, I'm not saying you need him or that person, but you do need someone to have a somewhat stable home, right? Because kids need to see that. So, not trying to get a rant on my fam, but see those things. Mary, Mary Galloway, we haven't heard from you. The people want to hear from you, Mary. It's happening every day, and people want to hear about it, Mary.
You at the casino? Where you at?
I was about to say you in a bed. Oh, I thought you was at a Bed Bath and Beyond or some shit.
And I just had my first YouTube bomb, so that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I've been. I live in Las Vegas, but I'm in a casino in another town for a bowling tournament.
Okay, that's what's up.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Carbondale represent. I see the shirt. Salute.
Who is this? Nisi says, a lot of women say they can do bad all by themselves. However, we need men.
Or a partner, depending on your partner.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's a man, but definitely a partner. I think a partner helps.
Well, what Chris Rock says is that you can do a lot of things a certain way. That doesn't mean they're to be done. You could go up Everest barefoot. That'll make it a good idea. You can do it.
I don't think there's anyone out here that wants to really go it alone. You know what I mean? It's tough.
I think we're hearing that more and more.
No, but I think that we are making an assumption that forever partnership or long-term partnership has to be something romantic, right? I don't personally think that a person has to have a romantic partner, And I don't necessarily think that it's going to make everybody's life better, right? I think that you can build a solid village of people who you love and who love on you, right? And then it not be anything romantic, right? And so I think that for me, it's like we have to be very careful when we say, oh, you need a partner to do XYZ. No, you need support, right? And that support and that love could come from somewhere, but you need it to come from somewhere, right? Like you can't do it alone. So that's how I look at it, right? So let's say if you are raising a child, right? You can't raise that child alone, and you don't necessarily need a partner. And based on our track record, a man might make it worse. But if you are raising that child, right, what you need is a support system, and that could be your family, that could be your friends, that could be anybody within your love circle, anybody within your tribe who's there to support you. Now, if you want a forever or permanent type of romantic relationship, then that does take work, and you have to, and you should invest in that. But I don't know that for me. I think that everybody absolutely has to have a romantic relationship or a romantic partner. I just don't think so.
Look at E speaking like a seasoned vet.
That, but that's, I mean, like I said, that's just me. I mean, I think we need people, we need a family, we need a tribe, we need a community, and I think you can establish that with loved ones in general. Just so I think don't go at it alone. And I would say that about anything. Don't go at your career alone. Don't go at parenthood alone. Don't go at anything in life alone, because there's just too many people out here.
I think that comes with I think age and wisdom, because when I was younger, I was like, I don't need nobody. I can go at all of the things. I can do everything 100%. By myself, right?
100%.
And I think as you get older, then you realize the value of having somebody. My husband and I have been together for 11 plus years at this point. But 15 years ago, like, there's no way I was getting married. There was no way that I wanted to spend the rest of my forever with one person. But as I got older, obviously that changed. So I think that that's something that as you're younger, you kind of like grow out of as you get older.
100%. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And like I said, it's for me, right? A forever romantic partner is definitely for me, but I don't know that it's a requirement to be successful at life in any way. But it's definitely for me. And again, I wouldn't dare say it has to be a man, because.
And how's that going for you?
Who? I ain't on no show, Black. I ain't on no show. You ain't gonna we doing that.
We need to get Tipsy Ty and Tequila E on the show, because that would be absolutely amazing. Because I feel like you guys say some of the best things when you're under the influence.
How this shit going for you, bro?
No, like the problem is when the problem is Tequila E, because he and I are not the same person. I don't know that guy, but I've only read his tweets, and the problem is I feel like he starts off being real deep, but then like he'll like 180. That dude's weird, man. Don't listen. I mean, he'll show up soon. Just I got one more. I got this side. He'll show up soon.
I've been reading like people's handles, like license plates. I just figured out the E is for extra. That's extra what it is. It's not like Eisner or some shit like that. Eisner for extra. I was trying to figure that shit out. All right, I got it.
Nah, man, it's the E is for extra. We do everything to the max.
In DC, like what the hell is that?
Everything to the max, baby.
All right. The E is for extra.
But no, man. So yeah, man. I was actually working on the book tonight, so I got a big boost in like writing juice. So, Shawn, you know how it is. Like when you get hit with it, you got to put it on paper, otherwise, because that shit might not come for another week or so.
Yeah, that's my only novel, but I've written plays. as well. I'm a former journalist, so sometimes you got to push it out. I remember when I was working on this one play, very dense topic, and I just all of a sudden had cocktail napkins. I said, give me a pen, and I needed to write it down right there. And for me, I don't know how your memory works, your brain works, but if I at least set it down or I at least say it out, now it's cast in my brain as canon. And now I need to push that in.
I can't change it. Yeah. I gotta find a way to work it in the story. Yeah, no. So obviously, I mean, it's a little bit different, right? Because I'm writing a technical book, and you know, it's I don't have to necessarily create, right? It's mostly research and finding the stuff that I need, right? So it's a little bit different, but no, it is that, right? It's like for me, it's a little bit the same. Once I write it down, anything that comes after that has to somehow fit around that. It's like I can't remove it. I can't take what's on paper already off the paper. And sometimes I get in trouble with that because it's like, you know, like the chapter I'm doing right now is on detecting lateral movement in an environment, detecting lateral movement using just Windows event logs, right? That's the chapter I'm working on right now. Well, it's like I found some other research that should probably fit right before that, but I'm like, I can't now. I can't now. I already got this.
All right, you can't. Now, I will tell you this about writing, whether it's creative or tech or whatever. You cannot be married to an idea.
That's what I gotta break.
Because it's like what an artist says about sculpting. This stone will tell you what you're sculpting. So as you chisel, you will find certain grooves or like, oh, that makes sense. If you're just gonna say, I want this shit to look a certain way, and you're gonna crack the whole thing and it ain't gonna be worth a damn. So you actually do have to have the discipline to understand that you need to do more stuff beyond that really good idea, because that really good idea may not serve the story or the chapter or the book that you got, even though it's such a great idea. I had a friend, my late friend, he told me, I was like, why didn't you finish that book, man? And I said, look, I got all these ideas. And so I said, well, maybe all those shits can be in another book. But this book right here has to be X, Y, and Z. And so
that's it right there.
And the thing is, you got to write it out. You got to sort of, some people want to edit before they write it. And the thing about writing is that you're going to have,
it got to be perfect.
90 to 95% of it is going to be on the cutting room floor. So you're going to write.
I hate that, bro. I hate that.
It's unfortunate, but welcome to the world. You say you're a writer. That's how you're going to get your best writing. Because
all right, so we're going to connect offline.
It's like if you fall in love with the first chick off the street, man, there's so many women out here.
Oh shit!
That's the first
I don't know how we got back here. I don't know how we got back here, but keep going. I missed
the whole conversation earlier, but I'm just saying, you just can't devote yourself to the first great idea, because that idea may give you the firmament to better ideas. And you've got for this book to be a resource for people, you owe it to the people who are buying into what you're putting out, that you've done your due diligence to see if that's the best thing. That's why book writing and long form writing, I won't say it's tough, but it's an extensive process, because you just can't, okay, that gets those two together. Cool. Well, that may be sloppy, you know? Don't short yourself short.
And that's exactly it, right? So it's like writing a book about this work and then also doing this work. It's like the big fucking problem for me is it's like something new will happen at work, and I'm like, oh, I gotta write about this, but damn, where's it gonna fit? Oh, now I gotta scrap all of this. None of this is gonna work. Damn, I gotta find a way to make it fit. I don't feel like writing now, and then I won't write for 2 weeks.
It's your wood gathering. My grandmother would call that wood gathering, where your mind is busy and you keep picking up sticks, and now you got a big ass pile of wood and you can't do nothing. What you need to do is just be focused. Stay focused on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to say. And if it fits into those things, then do your due diligence to make that narrative work. If it doesn't, that means a good thing. You got another book to write, but write the one that you plan on writing first.
Shit. Nah, that's real, man. That's real because that's exactly what happened.
I'm a journalist.
Nah, that's dead ass though. That's exactly what happened.
Curtsy.
Because I'll be writing that shit and then I'll get something exciting that happened at work, and I'm like, oh, I gotta add this in there now.
No, you don't.
And it's
now
like
you're blogging, you're not writing.
Facts. That's it right there.
You want to write a focused thing.
All right, Shawn. All right, man. Okay, bro. No, we gonna talk offline.
No sweat. Kamisha got to heck. Kamisha, she said, be focused. Being focused can be tricky, but you got to do it.
It's hard, man. It's hard. So yeah, man. Tequila, he's on his way.
Hashtag black men don't cheat.
Could I ask a question? What's Mary's story?
Tyrone. After that great conversation,
Tyrone just don't. Tyrone, we be trying to get out of the. We be trying to get out of the pits, and Tyrone just be like, "Get over here!" Like, like we be trying to get out of the shit, and then he's just like, "Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back."
Yeah, I was like,
because I was reaching for my wine. What did this fool say? What did he say?
Black men don't cheat.
He's not gonna do this during Black History Month. We not finna. You come with that shit in March.
You know, so everyone keeps
Tyrone about to be Black History Month.
That's the only month that the foolishness is off limits.
Yeah, man, cut that shit out in February.
You're not gonna do this month. We're not doing that.
In February.
February is like the box.
I hear a lot of pain in your voice there, Kiki.
I did, because you're not, sir. We done already had 12 Years a Slave, part 2, the sequel,
Electric Boogaloo
remakes.
Oh damn!
We didn't have Harriet Tubman. We didn't have it. I'm tired.
Are you tired of
being Black folks
not American though?
Tired.
Like, do we not have our Black Americans all of a sudden so low that we can't even play Black Americans? Why they gotta go across?
Oh shit! Not black.
Are y'all just? Shawn, do you have a list of? Do you have a list of problematic ass topics over there?
He does.
You just reading them. You just reading them motherfuckers up right now.
Yo, give him a plug.
I got a bottle of vodka. I got a towel, and I got a nice lighter. Let's set some shit on fire.
Yo,
let's go to bed.
I got a box of matches and a gasoline can. Let's do it.
It's called Shawn Says.
Some dumb shit.
Every episode.
I don't say dumb shit.
2.5 hours in. He will go in for another 10, 15 minutes. And then that will turn into another 2 more hours of talking.
I used to be a columnist for a couple of newspapers. And
Shawn is just like on his phone.
I would come up with ideas and you got to think about stuff beyond just what's presented to you.
I brought up the slave movies. He was like, "So what about the white people that be playing in there?"
Shawn be saying the things we be thinking.
I mean, I
don't think those things. I don't think those things.
You don't think those things at all?
I don't think those things.
Actor playing profound Black niggas, actually, just American niggas. Overseas, they give them dignity.
Wow.
Like, why we need a British Nigerian woman to play Harriet Tubman? Like, what the?
Because American actresses and actors cost too much. Hello.
No. American actors and actresses actually Black actors and actresses.
You gotta outsource it.
It's not fair. No, it's not correct, Mary. I'm an actor. We're all cheap. And they tell Black folks to go to these schools and performing arts and stay off the streets. And we do that. And we go to Juilliard and they still go to Britain to find jokers who have no idea what they're saying. Yes, I would love some cornbread and grits. What the hell?
Sir.
Madam.
Okay. All right, let's switch this up. Shawn. All right, Shawn, I want you to do something. This is part actor and like film industry test, and then this is part Black history trivia.
Yep.
Cast all of us. Like who would you cast us as? Black history figures, cast all of us.
Oh,
do Ty first. First.
I gotta get a read. I gotta do Ty first.
No, do Ty first. Reads. Just you gotta do Ty first.
But Ty's gonna write it. I think Ty is in the movie, so everybody else is gonna be around him playing something else.
No, but you still gotta cast him. Cast all of us. Who's Ty?
This is dope.
This is crazy. I'm trying to do this.
She was right. She was correct.
I don't even know where to begin.
This shit's on the internet, G.
Yeah, you say you want to get the views up, Shawn. That's what you said on your show.
What I said was like, did I say that? I don't want to like cast some shit and not like know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, you want me to cast this cast of y'all right now?
Yep. So you're casting us in a is it biopic or biopic? I don't know.
Biopic.
In a biopic of any Black history like figure. Y'all
as the Black history figure.
Yeah.
Yes, we're playing the Black history figure, and it can be at any point because we have modern day legends. We have modern day legends.
So well, how about this though? But it's Black history, so I'm going to just do it like this. So Ty is actually closer to Frederick Douglass's actual color than most people think. So he could actually be just we give him a beard. Frederick Douglass was
is a beard all we give it Ty for Frederick Douglass?
Well, he got to get the wig. There ain't nobody else with that much fucking hair except B, who left, who still got the kid in play. Right?
Got you.
But everybody who plays Frederick Douglass has the hair. But you know what they have always done with Frederick Douglass? They always put a dark-skinned Black man in the wig. Why? Because must be the dark-skinned people who have problems with racism. They never do it the other way. Frederick Douglass was lighter than honey. That's what someone actually wrote. He was a graham cracker, light-skinned man. The pictures, because of the way photographs were done, made him look a little bit darker, but he was a light man. Ty fits Fred Douglass. So I give Ty
do a side profile, Ty. Do a side profile.
You don't got him started, man.
Oh, now I'm figuring it out now.
Ty, do a side profile. I want to see Freddie Doug
let's
up in
get
there.
the left view real quick, fam.
Yeah, I want to see Freddie Doug up in there.
It won't take long.
Oh my God! This should have been a damn Zoom call. I'm so sad.
Mug shots.
Do that shit again, Ty. Do that shit. You know I'm a Fred Douglass. I've written a play about Fred Douglass and Ida B. Wells. So let's take a look. Go ahead. Do that shit,
all right, do that, Ty. Give us that. Give us that.
Yeah.
Give us that.
Oh.
Turn a little bit more. And don't smile. Don't smile. He didn't smile in pictures.
He actually does look like him, though.
Don't he?
He looks just like him.
Okay, so am
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Sucker ass challenge.
We'll give you that.
I'm not mad at it.
I feel like the ancestors have arrived tonight.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
I'm a Fred Douglass scholar. I wrote a play about Fred.
But Frederick Douglass, like that pic was super handsome though. Like,
all right, now you got Mary. I know who was in my head. I just want to see.
Oh, okay.
So wait, in his defense, he doesn't really know me yet because I've been quiet. So you don't know what to think yet.
This will be interesting.
He's a casting director. He's a casting director. You just walked in on an audition.
Can you give me a little bit of information about you so I can maybe typecast you? Although acting, you're not supposed to play yourself, so it's not supposed to matter.
Right.
Give me a little information, man.
Yes, sir, no.
I don't know. I live in Las Vegas, so I used to live on the East Coast. I work in cybersecurity. I run a nonprofit. I do bookkeeping on the side. I pretend to be 25 all the time. I mean, I like cookies and wine and Legos.
Right. Okay, so I got one for you. It also requires some wig work, but I appreciate the radicalness of this woman, and I think.
I know where you're going.
Can I see your mouth?
I know where you're going.
Can I see your mouth?
Keep it up.
I would like for you to be Angela Davis.
Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it?
I'll take that.
I knew where you were going. I called it. I went to the same place. Look, you get a full clap for that one.
Am I
no fingers. No fingers. You get a full clap.
No need for.
I went to the same place.
Kalila, I'm going to give you one.
Okay. I'm ready.
Usually people think historic and dark-skinned woman, you must be Harriet Tubman. No, you're finer than Harriet Tubman. And I'm gonna give you
That was fan, babe. Yeah,
I'm gonna give you something. Although you're giving me young, beautiful Whoopi Goldberg a little bit, because Whoopi was, when she was Karen Johnson doing her
Whoopi was a baddie.
Whoopi was a baddie.
Yeah, Whoopi was a badass. She was doing everything, but historical figure. I'm gonna give you Phyllis Wheatley.
Oh.
Damn, Sean, you're doing better. You're doing better at this than I thought. You're doing better at this
I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, son.
Hey, I see.
Where's the visual? I want to see the visual. Who's gonna?
Well, we don't have a true visual, but she was dark skinned and she wore the bodices. So you look at the Gilded Age stuff. So you get the 18th century clothing, and the hair was pinned up in buns, similar to Ida B. Wells. But I don't know how short you are, and Ida's a little bit less dark than you. Although Ida was a baddie. Now you could go with Ida too, because Ida was a new generation of Negro that Fred Douglass had to deal with. You know, if you want to be a badass, you got to have your hair in that bun, and you got to move your ass a little bit.
I took my bun down for this damn live stream and that IG live, like it was literally up.
So you get the Viola Davis pick of the litter. You could be Phyllis Wheatley, or you could be Ida B. Wells. Now here's Ida here, because I was going Ida sort of looks like Janet Jackson in this picture, but there's Ida right there.
Ooh, I'm fat as land, honey.
Where was you gonna go with it, E?
So I was either gonna go Mary Bethune or CJ Walker, but I like Sean's pick much better.
And Madam CJ Walker was really a thief, so you want to be a more.
Now let's relax a little bit.
Why are you Cedric the Entertainer in barbershop right now?
I just know. I'm also I study history. I'm a social scientist. I'm a social science historian. So, God's honest truth, I just know this stuff.
That was pretty spot on, though. I like that, though, Sean.
I'm not mad at that, Sean. Are you?
Sean, yeah, let's do him next.
I'm very happy he called.
Oh, we got E.
Because I'm feeling great after that. Like
I know where I'm going with me. I know where I'm going with me, but it's all personality. It's not looks at all, but it's all personality.
Now, where you going with you? I'm curious.
I can't. I don't want to say it.
How tall are you?
5'7".
I know where I'm going for Sean. With Sean.
Oh, with me? Oh, with E? Oh, with me.
With Sean.
Boy. So are we all picking something for Sean or something?
Yeah, we can all pick something for Sean.
Let's pick something for Sean. He picked something for us.
I don't know. Sean is multifaceted, so I don't know. I watched him. So I don't know.
I'm gonna go
you know
with.
What? I'll take another curtsy then. Shit.
I'm gonna go with Jack Johnson.
So wait, can we do? Are we doing personality or looks?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jack
Johnson.
Mean?
Hey, Ty, you mean
you could do
that nigga right there?
Yeah.
You mean that brother?
Yeah.
Jack.
So are we doing personality or are we doing looks? Because in personality, I got personality. I got a rebel.
On the show.
Personality, I got a rebel. Looks, I got something else.
Okay, who you got? Tell us.
Personality, I'm going Baldwin. It's full of controversy. Love starting shit. So personality, I'm going Baldwin or Amiri Baraka. Like one of those two.
Them brothers join and one.
That's why I said it can't be looks. That's why I said it can't be looks. But personality wise, that's where I'm going. Like somebody controversial, somebody who gonna start some shit, somebody who ain't really wrong, but that delivery ain't gonna be polished, right?
I can see that.
I actually give polished deliveries. I do give polished deliveries.
Nah, you say nice words.
Nah, no, you don't.
I give polished deliveries. I ain't giving y'all.
No, look wise, I'm going Karl Malone.
Karl Malone.
Yeah.
The basketball player?
Yeah, he just called me a damn goat herding Republican.
Shawn, Karl Malone looking motherfucker.
Karl Malone, who looked like Big Daddy Kane's uncle. I used to have a run-in with Karl Malone, by the way. I know Sunday. James Baldwin, Come on.
No, your personality, dude. So Baldwin was extremely controversial, right? He didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck, period. He didn't give a fuck, period. Right. And as much as Baldwin was for the liberation of Black people, right? Baldwin also had very, very poignant criticism about culturally sort of some of our ideologies, right? Which is, you know, what led him to sort of disconnect in some ways, especially in those later years, right? And we saw that in some of his writing. So when we look at the difference between Giovanni's Room and we look at the difference, and we look at The Fire this time, right? We see a big difference in Baldwin's writing at that point, right? We see at one point there's always a love for Black people, right? There's a love in all of his writing, but at one point we see a love and a passion, but then at another point we see a love and a sorrow. Right. So if you imagine it like a relationship, right? At one point we're looking at a relationship to where you're excited, it's new, you're in love, you're feeling the butterflies, you're doing that, right? And you just want to see this person succeed. But then at another point, we're looking at when you're at that moment and you're still in love with this person, right? You're still in love and you still want the best for them, but you know you can't be there for them. You know you can't be there and stick around for them.
Are you doing a book review, or are you saying I could play games?
Oh, my bad. You know what? You know what? My bad.
I've read the book. What the fuck?
My bad.
So wait. So Shawn, what kind of wine are you drinking?
This is a cab, 19 Crimes.
Okay, I like 19 Crimes. Yeah.
Is that the one with? No, that's not Snoop.
Snoop had, yeah. Well, he's still 19 Crimes though. No, Snoop has a cab too.
Well,
does he have a cab?
19 Crimes cab. And
yeah.
If you go,
I didn't know he had a cab. I knew he had a rosé.
If you go to their app and you like put like the QR, not QR, or something to either the barcode or to the thing, it'll animate. Yeah.
Hey, don't be scanning QR codes, bro.
I was just gonna say,
You are here with a bunch of infosec folks. Don't be scanning QR codes,
this
bro.
is the whole thing.
Hey,
but not QR codes. It's something else. But whatever. I'm not doing anything. I'm just drinking.
All right, so Shawn, you got to do me. Last one. You got to do me. I know who I want.
All right,
I know where I want to go.
I got one for you.
All right.
Now this is very quasi obscure, but he won a Nobel Peace Prize in the 60s. Can anyone guess?
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Another fellow in the movement.
Oh, Malcolm X.
No,
Malcolm X didn't get a Nobel Peace Prize. He definitely didn't get a Peace Prize.
Right, like no.
A Nobel Peace Prize.
Rock landed on us.
A Nobel Peace Prize in the 60s?
Bayard
I don't know.
Rustin.
Who?
Bayard Rustin.
Bayard Rustin.
He was gay, but he was a civil rights leader and thinker during the 60s who worked alongside King and the SCLC leadership.
Oh, wow.
All right. I fuck with him. His frames are dope.
He's schooling us now.
You're welcome.
Learn something new every night.
I'm gonna have to look at that. So I thought you were either gonna go.
That you schooling us right now. Like,
so I thought you were gonna go in like a classical history sense. I thought you were gonna go Whitney M. Young. That's actually who I was hoping for.
Okay.
But in like a more like legendary Black history sense, I wanted Richard Pryor. So I gotta work on my funny. I gotta work on my funny.
I'm gonna need you to work on your funny first.
But you know Richard Pryor funny, fam. Oh, now I can see that.
Yeah.
He don't have a beard.
Handsome, dignified, get a shave, motherfucker. But yeah, right there.
Shit, I gotta go get the black frames now. I gotta go
get the black frames. Don't they look cool?
Hold on.
TBD.
So dope.
I could play Jackie Robinson. I used to play baseball. So I feel like I'm 4 for 4 in this little chicken shit. Shawn, you do this casting book.
You know what? You know who you give me, and it's not a Black history thing, I guess, so much because he's still around. But you give me Eddie Murphy vibes. Like you give me the very charismatic.
People give me Eddie Murphy a lot. I'm too tall.
Yeah, to switch it up.
A very cool conversation about serious topics, but drop little funny things in there, but you still have that smile, you have that charisma about you. Like you really give me that. Like that's what I get from you.
I just straightened my teeth, so I used to have some serious clefts. So people always would think
Eddie Murphy,
because you can't run through that stop sign when you have gaps. You're like,
I got a gap in the. Now you're not gonna talk about no gap in no teeth when I got a gap.
What the hell have you said?
That's not what you gonna do, sir.
I had a gap like wider than. Oh, I'm about to put in somebody's name. I had a gap wider than ex-woman.
Don't say names. We're not gonna name drop. We're not gonna name drop.
But yeah, you got the black frames on now?
I got the black frames now.
So,
wait, is he? My man's got chains on.
I see with the black frames. Those are really nice, though.
And he got the chains on too. I'm messing with it.
You look good. I like the black frames on you. That's a good look for you.
The black frames are stronger. You want to make it
I might
be stronger.
Appreciate it.
Bayard Rustin, Bayard Rustin.
I'm gonna have to look him up. I really thought you were gonna go Whitney and Young because I get Whitney and Young a lot. So
I can get that.
Yeah,
I feel good.
No, you killed it, bro.
Got any casting?
You killed it, bro.
Good job.
You killed it, bro.
I like it.
That's a winning segment for those who are watching at home.
So let's do it. We got to do the movie now.
Oh, we got to do the movie.
We got to do the movie now. So
it's gonna be hot tub and all these motherfuckers.
What I was gonna say, how does Bayard Rustin be Frederick Douglass?
What movie is gonna get all these suckers in there at the same
time?
I don't know.
But I have the hot tub in Vegas. So when y'all are in Vegas, look me up.
All right, so Shawn is writing Black to the Future, and we'll do that the next.
There you go. Just make sure you cast us in it. I want to be in the movie.
I was wondering that too. Phyllis Wheatley.
Look,
this is a dumbass movie.
Look, I was in a whole heap of trouble, massa. I was in a whole heap of trouble.
No.
Like this.
No.
That says that y'all need to liberate yourselves and roll these dice.
And then Shawn pops up like Hercules. Like,
Hercules.
Boy, I gotta be Eddie Murphy. Why I gotta be Eddie Murphy playing the mom?
Because Eddie Murphy's funny.
So you just want to run around.
Sherman, you did such a great job, Sherman.
Would you rather be Jack Johnson and just be punching motherfuckers?
Yes. Yes. Jack Johnson for the save. Pow, Whitey. Just come in knocking niggas out. Like, boy, that's awesome.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's a good movie now. Now we got a movie. Now we got, let's green like this.
All right, Shawn. So write the screenplay or write the script or whatever. And let us know when it's ready so we can come.
That one next. Right. So if you write the script, email it to us, and we're gonna act it out.
I'm gonna
there you go.
And then I'm gonna figure it out.
We'll do a white table read through.
Email it to us, and we're gonna do a table read on YouTube Live.
All right, so let's get
on YouTube Live.
But we gotta be in DC. So
but it's like a Black History.
So we can do it together.
So it's like Black History Avengers, right? So Frederick Douglass is like Black America.
You know what? I'm down for the.
Hey, not for nothing.
I'm down for it too.
Listen, not for nothing. Could you imagine like Frederick Douglass and Angela Davis with Jack Johnson riding with them?
Yes, they're the Black Avengers.
Motherfuckers getting knocked out.
Motherfuckers getting fucked
and
out.
clap.
Let's do it.
And clap.
Let's do it.
You know what? That does sound like Black Avengers.
That's a really cool idea.
Black to the future.
I'm losing it, y'all.
All right,
what you mean losing it? Tyrone, you losing it?
Yeah, I'm losing it. Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
Start this fun time and then be tired.
Well, Ty got 10 minutes. I'll take those 10 minutes. I'll be on for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna go.
Y'all got anything y'all want to put out before we leave?
I got one. 100%. Want to plug Cover 6 Solutions SOC Analyst Prep course. This is it. This is by no means an indicator of how I teach, but it's a great course.
Are you the new Are you really the new teacher?
Yeah, no, I am.
Oh, that's what's up. Well, see, I went through the whole process before you.
I fired Tyrone. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, that's dope. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, yeah. So, new instructor for the leading the SOC analyst prep workshop. So, if anybody's interested in cybersecurity, I'm sure that's what you came here for. You didn't get that, but if anybody's interested in cybersecurity, feel free to reach out to me. The E is for extra. That's my handle. I respond to my DMs very late, so be patient. And yeah, that's really all. The SOC Bible will be releasing at the end of the year. I'm really, really excited. Shawn's going to be my mentor, hold me accountable to
what
get.
What the fuck is the SOC Bible?
SOC stands for Security Operations Center.
Holy shit! I'm not mentoring on that. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Nope.
Shit I would use as a coaster.
Keep that same energy that you had earlier.
He said he was writer, director, editor.
Keep the same energy that you had earlier when you was giving motherfuckers advice. You had so much advice to give earlier, and now motherfuckers want to talk about coasters.
Hey, I might go the other direction. It might be a choose your adventure book. Have all the scenarios in
just
there.
Inbox them.
Just throw all that shit in.
No, anyway, the SOC Bible is releasing at the end of the year. It's gonna be a reference guide for any SOC analyst that's working. It's gonna give you everything you need to detect lateral movement, persistence, privilege escalation, exfil, everything you need. So reach out to me on the E is for extra. Follow me. And yeah, hit me up. That's about it for me.
The E is for extra. Can I get a signed copy of that book, please?
I got you.
Okay. Good.
Like that's really awesome.
That's awesome. Oh, so Cyberjitsu. We have CyberJitsuCon coming up. So submit your talks to speak at the conference. It's in person in the DC area. Men, women, doesn't matter. Submit your talks. We have our awards coming up. Got a lot of workshops going on. Tyrone, we need to partner again this year. So I got you guys scheduled for later in the year for a class. So
okay.
Let's make it happen.
All right.
TechSecChicks.coms. Definitely check us out. Check out some of the ladies that are in the organization. Absolutely donate, reach out. We want to help all women in tech. I especially want to help Black women in tech just transition from different career fields into what we are doing now. You don't have to be extraordinarily technical. And if you are, that's perfectly fine as well. We definitely want to make sure that women know that there is a place for them here within cybersecurity. So we are here for you.
Yo, Ty, can I plug for Niche real quick since she's gone?
Go ahead.
All right, yeah, everybody, make sure you follow Black Girls Hack on all of their socials. Make sure you find them on LinkedIn. Make sure you follow the website. Tanisha's doing some amazing stuff. She's also my best friend, which is possibly her best quality. So yeah, make sure you tap in with Black Girls Hack and everything that they're doing. So just wanted to make sure I plug that.
And once again, like I said, J. Shawn Durham at www.jsdinc.ink. You can buy a copy of the book. Follow me and Ty on our shows. Usually on Tuesdays, we do the shows on IG Live. The plan is to transport it over here, but I still want to build up a following on IG because it's just more commutable right now.
I think they're gonna start paying soon.
What,
Shawn,
on IG?
I need a signed copy too.
Yes.
Of your book. Okay.
Yeah. JSD Inc.
Look, I come back to that area all the time. My mom's there, so I'm there every quarter.
Okay.
Hey, sign my shit, Jack Johnson, aka Eddie Murphy.
I think everybody on the screen need a signed copy. When we make our purchase, we should get a signed copy because we're here, we're supporting.
Mm-hmm.
I certainly will. I'll certainly hook up everybody.
My shit better say Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson?
That is not who it is,
But no, guys are true. Jack is one of my dudes, and like I always said, I would love to play Jack Johnson. You remember? Well, you don't know. They used to have James Earl Jones play Jack Johnson.
Yeah.
And that didn't fit at all. And Jack Johnson, black as me, same size, 6'2". He was 205, 215. I'm 200. But yeah, similar physique. Yeah. Just trim me down. Yeah, I could do Jack Johnson. And he was Southern too? Man, please.
Are you going to have the white women with you?
I was about to say, Ty, I don't know if I'm going to have as many white women on me. Probably could have had some white girls last night, but I decided.
All right, y'all. I'm finna log
on. Better judgment.
YouTube, y'all.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah.
You know what time of night it is.
Yeah, if y'all are listening,
I'm so glad I don't have a YouTube channel.
Come back tomorrow morning at 11. I'm going to be with Kimberly Franco for the next episode of my mental health journey. She has dealt with suicide for one of her brothers. She also runs suicide prevention for the Army. It's going to be powerful. So tomorrow morning at 11, we'll be right back here live.
All right. Everybody have a good rest of your weekend and Friday and everything like that. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do this more often.
Yeah, this was fun.
Absolutely.
Time to go smoke.
Are you going IG live, Shawn?
Am I going IG live? I was gonna go smoke a stick.
All right. Night,
can you get to DC? Can you go to DC? Can you get to DC?
I'm probably tired. We'll see how it go. All right.
All right.
Good night.
All right. Yo.